Hey, is that Shrek 2 on 4K, or am I just happy to see you? What? I don't know what that means, but welcome back to another episode of the Those Movie Dudes podcast. I'm your beloved host, Jonathan. So glad to be back here again, talking about new release movies, trivia, news, and just a good old fun time with my pals. Let's bring in my fellow dudes, Beetle, Duck, and hello, my name is Nate. I guess I'm doing it. Okay. Hey, Puss in Boots, Last Wish on 4K?
Yeah, Puss in Boots,
Holy
Last Wish. Yep.
shit, dude.
I'm waiting for the fall season to watch it. November, like the
Why does that
Thanksgiving
need to
time.
be a seasonal
Sit down and
film
watch.
animated? That doesn't even make sense.
That's just how I feel. I think it came out during like that time in November, and the movie is just awesome. I mean, Nate, have you seen it?
I haven't.
And John, you've seen it.
It's pretty darn good. Yeah,
It's
and you know, I
pretty
can't deny the fact that movie was very
good.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So
good. It is good.
maybe it'll pop up in a first time watching episode, which is a weekly podcast that Nate and I do every Thursday. So yeah, maybe around Thanksgiving we'll have an episode of Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
Shameless plug. Check it out on your preferred audio podcast platform, or if you get our YouTube channel to 100 subscribers, and also hit that plus notification bell while you're there. That way you never miss an episode. Maybe you'll get a video version. That's exciting.
Maybe one day. But yeah, it's just audio only. So we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Obviously, we have this episode or this podcast every other week. So yeah. Follow us wherever you
Dudes on Instagram, TikTok, you know, all those fun places where you have your social medias. We're on there too, probably. Are we active? Maybe not, but you should still follow it.
Exactly.
I will respond to all DMs.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would also respond to DMs.
Sure.
I don't care what you're asking.
To be fair, I sent a DM like 2 days ago, and you did not respond to it. So I was.
Well, I didn't know what it was. It was
DM?
just it was a clip. It was.
What was it?
I don't remember. It was just a clip of some guy sitting at a dinner table or something.
Never forget.
The slice of pizza at Costco, and then he goes shopping with his wife. Yeah.
Is this Costco guys?
Yeah, well, not the Costco guys. No, not Big Justice and AJ. No. Boom, chicken bake.
Which one's Big Justice? Is Big Justice the little
Big
guy?
Justice is his son that looks identical to him. Yeah.
Dude,
and then there's the Rizzler.
Yeah. Did you know? One of my friends got a cameo of the Costco guys for his brother's bachelor party as a gift.
Dude,
they charge.
I thought about getting one for you guys, but
I mean, there's some solid choices on there, but I mean, for the most part, I feel like it's just not worth the money for just a random person on the internet to be like, "Hey, happy birthday." But it was like $150 for the Costco guys. So
that's crazy. Just to have somebody go, "Hey, what's going on? Heard it's your birthday."
They do a little more than that, but yeah, it's like really.
Yeah, but like Nate, like what if it was like John Carpenter saying like "Happy birthday" to you?
John Carpenter would not be on Cameo. Like, why would he be on Cameo? I don't think he cares anymore about
money. Getting a fat check.
Nothing at all. I don't think he cares. Yeah. He's in his 80s, I think. So I don't think it bothers him too much about being on social media.
What if it was like Saoirse Ronan?
Oh,
see,
there you
I
go.
know.
Thank you. All right.
Oh, if she was like,
right one.
Hey Nate, happy birthday to you. I was from Brooklyn, and I know you love that movie, and I also know you love City of Ember. So,
oh my god, dude, yeah. I would lose it if she was just talking to you in a video. I'd be like, I know that guy.
I would probably cry if she was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'd just tears, just crocodile tears, just going down my face. Like, oh my god.
Maybe a good like 30th birthday present. We get you like a 10-second video from Saoirse.
Oh, Saoirse, Margot Robbie, Anya Taylor-Joy, any of them.
Yeah. I don't think any of them are on Cameo, but hey, man, you never know.
Even just a personal message on Instagram that just says, "Hey, heard it was your birthday. happy birthday from my assistant or something.
From
I'd be like,
no, it's from like
close enough. Somebody
talent
that knows her messaged me, so that's all that matters.
It's just
Get
a
an
Saoirse
autograph
Ronan
headshot
page.
like the olden days.
Ooh.
Or it's a deep fake. Someone who's just really good at deep faking.
I mean, you could just AI it at this point. There's a new AI where you can take any photo of somebody and add a voice and make them say whatever you want. So you could just make your own cameo of Saoirse Ronan saying "Happy Birthday, Nate" or whatever else you wanted to say.
Yeah, but that's not authentic. It needs to be authentic.
We can all pretend. Anyways, welcome back to the show. You guys want to talk about some movie news potentially? Anything going on in the movie news-averse that is worth touching on this show?
Apparently, there's a lot.
Is there now?
Yeah. Apparently, there's a lot of news, and I think there was the Venice Film Festival going on, so movies premiering there. But yeah, I'm in. Let's talk about it.
Ooh, what's that? What's that? Oh, Peter here?
This is movie news.
Thanks, Peter. Here live every single week.
It's like, can you imagine?
I love
he has to
that.
show up
here, man.
just to say it. He's waiting.
Just a 5-second clip being like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
No way pre-recorded.
We don't even say hi to him. He joins the studio and then immediately leaves. Yep, that's
He's just here to say news. Thanks, Peter.
News.
Drives back to Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's revealing of where he lives already.
Dude, I have a friend at work today that he has a puffer fish, like it's like this big, like tiny, that lives on his desk with some mini shrimp, and its name is Pistol Pete.
No way, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, "Nuh-uh, dude, you're not gonna believe it. I have this friend."
Does he have any photos?
I'll know, but I'll get one. It's just look up like the smallest picture of a puffer fish, and that's essentially what
All right. Well, I lost connection and I kind of glitched back as you were saying film festivals, Nate.
Yeah.
You were movie news,
but I news. Okay, cool.
I knew there were some debuts at Venice and stuff like that.
We definitely got some stuff to talk about here. Let me just pull it up. There we go. Okay, so yeah, as you guys heard, the fall film festivals are underway right now. There was the Venice Film Festival, there's TIFF going on right now, and then there was Telluride. And essentially, these festivals, you get a great indication of what the big Oscar movies are going to be for the rest of the year. And these movies tend to come out from now until December, and they kind of trickle out into January. And most likely, all these movies are going to get some Oscar nominations. Thank you for pulling up that ticker. So on the screen below, sorry for the audio listeners, you'll see the list of movies right here that are getting the biggest traction, the biggest buzz. A lot of good reviews for these movies. A lot of titles here. So I mean, I guess I could run down all of them, but I
know about a few of these.
So the list of movies are Anora, Conclave, Saturday Night, Nickel Boys, Memoir of a Snail, Wild Robot, Life of Chuck, Nightbitch, The Brutalist, The Substance, and Queer. So out of all of those movies down here, do you guys know about any of these movies? Do you know the plots of any of these? Oh, Nate, you're shaking your head. Okay, what I know. What do you recognize?
Well, I recognize Anora because there's been trailers out and whatnot, so I'm kind of pumped about that.
You're a big Sean Baker guy.
Yes. Wild Robot, of course. Lupita Nyong'o in it. That looks like it's going to be a blast. And then you sent a while back The Brutalist and how it's becoming like this age's Godfather, like masterpiece type film. In a 13-minute standing ovation.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that is something to...
It's 3 hours
and to take into consideration.
Probably a 13-minute standing ovation because they were finally able to get up after sitting for 4 hours. There
is a legit 15-minute intermission. So when this movie does get released,
that's perfect.
It was picked up by A24, so it's going to get a nationwide release. You'll be able to go and see it at your local theater probably in December.
Yes.
But it's directed by Brady Corbet or Corbet. I don't think it's with a T at the end. You don't think you pronounce it, but he did Vox
Probably
Lux.
Corbet.
We all watched.
Oh, that was a good movie.
A while ago. It was a very At least Nate and I did. Yeah, it's about she survives a school shooting, goes on to become like a really big pop star, and is kind of haunted by like some like ghosts of her past. And it's a very kind of surreal, weird, trippy movie, but it's pretty good. And then I guess he directed some episodes of the Crowded Room with Tom
terrible
Holland.
show. Terrible show.
Apple show. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but
It's really fun.
he made The Brutalist with Adrian Brody, Guy Pearce, Felicity Jones. Like I said, it's 3 hours and 35 minutes with a 15-minute intermission. But I mean, there's praise all over the board right now. People are calling it a masterpiece. So very curious to see what's going to happen there, and especially to see what it's going to do for the awards play. But yeah, they're calling it they're compared to There Will Be Blood, The Godfather. They're saying it's a big epic that was shot on 70 millimeter using VistaVision. So it's going to have a really unique old school type of feel. Okay, so yeah, Godfather, Once Upon a Time in America, There Will Be Blood. So they're comparing it to these big epic movies. So Brutalist, put that on your watch list because
I love that poster.
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah,
nice.
And they're saying Adrian Brody is kind of a lock for a Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Could win. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So that is okay. So Nate, that was the movie that you selected. John, what's the movie that you're selecting out of the list?
For me, ever since I saw the trailer for Wild Robot, I thought it looked really intriguing, really, really interesting and emotional. Like, I don't know, I like the idea of just trying to connect with a robot that's trying to, I don't know, connect with the world out there all alone.
We've all seen the trailer for this?
Mm-mm.
Nate,
no,
you haven't seen the trailer. John, I'm sure
I don't know much about it. It looks like an intriguing, like, Iron Giant type of film.
Is it DreamWorks?
Yep, it's DreamWorks. It's the same studios like How to Train Your Dragon. So it's
Shrek.
Yep. Ooh, yeah.
What's the synopsis? Shipwrecked on it. Okay.
Yeah. No. So John, you have seen the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Because I thought the trailer was excellent. Like it immediately hooked me. So I was like, okay, I can't wait for this. It comes out at the end of the month. I think it's September 27th. So it'll come out very soon. So yeah, this was getting big buzz.
Yeah.
What?
It just sounds very sweet and wholesome. It's like a robot that seemingly kind, like a Baymax, and just kind of arrives on an island and just becomes a father figure to animals. Like, I mean, how can you not find joy in that concept? It just sounds so fun. So yeah, that one is. I don't really know about most of the other ones. The Saturday Night film also looks pretty cool.
Yep,
for Saturday Night Live.
This is it takes place 90 minutes before the very first episode of Saturday Night Live went to air.
Cool.
And I guess there's a lot of one-ers. It's once again shot, I think, on like 16 millimeter film. So it's gonna have that look. It's got a huge cast. The cast looks awesome. The trailers have been awesome. It's directed by Jason Reitman. So I'm hearing great things about this, and I'm actually really curious to now watch that first episode. I'm sure you could find it on Hulu or Disney Plus and go back and watch the very first pilot episode, and then watch that, and then go and watch the movie, because I think that'd be really kind of a fun experience. But we'll see. We'll see if I end up doing that or not.
It's probably on Peacock because they have all of Saturday Night Live's like seasons on there.
Yeah, and I actually might be seeing this movie on Saturday, literally Saturday night.
Yeah.
I might be seeing this movie on Saturday, so we'll see what happens. If I do, I'll put out a little thing on our Instagram stories, so go and follow us there. So you might get some first reactions, because there's a couple of the movies playing on Saturday, and we'll see if I can get to them. The other movie that's playing that day is called Nickel Boys. I don't know if you've heard of this movie. It doesn't have much praise. It kind of just was announced at the fall film festivals, and it premiered and just got universal praise. It's all shot in POV, like first person style, and like they use like this shot was in the trailer where they look up like it's some reflection in the ceiling at a mirror. And the trailer looked incredible. It looked really cool, kind of similar to a movie that's called Diving Bell and the Butterfly.
Yep. We watched that for the show many years ago.
That was very strange and unique.
So it sounds like this could be like a front runner for cinematography, and it sounds like the story is really good, and so it could be a Best Picture nomination. So Nickel Boys, that's also playing on Saturday. So we'll see if I can get to that one. So that one I'm hearing is great. Memoir of a Snail. This one I am super stoked about. It's also playing on Saturday, so it's like if I can do a triple feature,
How? Where
it's
are you
gonna
seeing
cost
these?
so they do Telluride by the sea, like, and I'm by the sea.
Oh.
That's where I live, so I could drive there and go and see a bunch. Nate, if you're off Saturday, come down and we'll go. But
Yeah.
there's a Memoir of a Snail, Conclave. We'll get into the other ones, whatever. But this one is Adam Elliott's follow-up to Mary and Max. He has not made a movie since Mary and Max. And we have an episode on the podcast where we all watched Mary and Max.
What a throwback.
Now he's doing Memoir of a Snail, and I hear it's excellent. I hear it's just phenomenal. I hear it's devastating. I can't wait to watch it.
It's got
we
Eric
all love
Bana.
it. Does
So
it? Did
how
you see
could it
Eric
be
Bana?
bad?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Anything's better than Eric Bana's ass. That's what I always say. So
Oh,
you know
you
me.
always say that.
I do
No,
always say that.
You do always
How
say
many
that.
times
That's
a day
right.
do you
Yeah.
say that?
That's right.
Well, whenever I can. Eric Bana is just.
This one does have a theatrical release in October, so I'm sure it'll be in a theater near you pretty soon. But I am excited for this one. So yeah,
I don't usually seek out these types of films, but I mean, they you see them come out so rarely.
take years to make. It's
yeah.
such a
It's a
unique
must.
style. Yeah, it's
so
stop motion.
impressive. The
Yeah.
creativity is just unbelievable. So I'm just watching the trailer now. It looks awesome.
And,
So-
and just a shout out, like watch Mary and Max and go and listen to our episode on it. If you haven't seen that yet, and if you don't know anything about Memoir of a Snail, you'll get a good sense of what you'll get into. A lot of nonsense words, like a lot of crazy made up stuff that are just so whimsical
But
and
it's
silly.
heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
Like,
and
it's very real.
funny,
even though it's in this fantastical type of film style.
So I heard he knocked it out of the park once again with this one. So very excited for this. We already talked about Wild Robot. This one intrigues me. This is called The Life of Chuck.
Tom Hiddleston.
It's Tom Hiddleston, directed by Mike Flanagan. The cast is, like I said, Tom Hiddleston, Mark Hamill, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Karen Gillian, Jacob Tremblay, America's Sweetheart, Matthew Lillard. Jesus Christ, everyone's in this. David Dastmalchian. And this is Mike Flanagan not making a horror movie. Apparently this one is very touching. It's based on a Stephen King story. It's kind of more like Green Mile route. I don't know. I saw a couple of reviews that said that, like, it tugs on your heartstrings. It's about kind of the apocalypse and a teacher that like always wanted to be a dancer or something like that. So very different film from Mike Flanagan. I guess it does lean into some horror elements at some points, but doesn't have a release date, doesn't have a distributor. It just premiered at TIFF, and people seemed pretty, said it was really good. So
looks like it still has. I see at least 2 familiar faces from his shows and movies that are coming back. Kate Siegel and
that's his wife, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
and I think Samantha Slayone.
Hamish Linklater. He was in Midnight Mass. He's fantastic in that. Oh, yeah. He's also in Nickel Boys.
What was his most recent show? Mike Flanagan. He had another show that
Fall of House of Usher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the Midnight Club. Fall of House of Usher was really good.
I skipped Midnight Club as well, but so
no,
anything Mike Flanagan does, I'm excited for. So we'll see what happens if it even comes out this year. This is just one that kind of intrigued me. So
yeah, why not?
Life of
Tom Hiddleston looked very, very happy in that picture. How could you not want to see it? Look at it.
I'm gonna close the tab and see what comes next. Here we go. Nightbitch.
Whoa. okay, language.
So they released a trailer for this.
Whoa.
I don't know if you have seen it.
Nope.
Okay. I haven't been big on trailers lately, just because I like to be surprised in the theaters.
I love it. Exactly. I actually went and saw Beetlejuice, and I had my AirPods in when I went into the theater, and I put them on noise canceling and blasted some music during the trailers, and just like looked down, and I was like, I've never done that before, but I'm like, I might start doing this every time because I don't know. So we'll see.
That might be a good tactic, or just show up after the trailers, just wait in the lobby and be like, are they done? Are they done?
I don't know. True.
You like to sit down and relax at least a little bit before the movie starts.
This movie just sounds absolutely wild, though. Nightbitch. I'm sure you'll be seeing the trailers soon. Basically, it's this woman struggling being a single mom or just being a mom in general, and just like going through the stay-at-home routines of raising a toddler. And she all of a sudden starts feeling like she's turned into a dog.
Okay.
Don't we
And
all?
she starts like running on all fours, start like going through trash, starts like
That's
barking.
creepy.
Yeah,
Seeing a
and
human run on all fours, that's like nothing I ever want in my
Ooh.
life.
it's directed by the same woman that did A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood and Can You Ever Forgive Me? I mean, both movies went on to get Oscar nominations. So she's a good director. So, and I hear that despite the trailer being like how crazy that trailer is, I hear that the movie is pretty good and pretty funny. So, and Amy Adams, I guess, is just so committed and does some swing for the fences things in this movie. So, we'll see what happens. So I don't know. Just I can't believe that this is a concept like for a movie that's coming out with studio money,
Especially to
and this
see Amy
cast.
Adams doing a movie like this. Like maybe she's
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I'm getting all these nominations. Fuck it. I'll just do Nightbitch and
Mhm.
have
And then if
have a
she
good
wins
time.
for this,
Right?
screw
knows?
the Academy.
Imagine
There's
this is the one.
she
Come
even
person.
on. Yeah, she is. She's number 6 in the Best Actress list.
Oh my
for
god! So she's
predictions.
actually Angelina Jolie for Maria. What is that?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
She's back.
So
She's
that's
back.
Maria. That's another movie that was premiered at Venice, and that is the third film in Pablo Larraín's trilogy of depressed women, because he did
Fantastic.
Spencer, he did Jackie, and now he's done this one. So, yeah,
Interesting genre to get into.
I guess her performance is great. I guess the movie's just kind of a dud, so that's why it's not even on this list. So we'll see if what happens there. Next movie, The Substance. This one comes out in like 2 weeks, so we might even have a episode on this sometime soon here. Directed from it's from the director of Revenge. This is her sophomore film. She hasn't made a movie since, and if you've seen Revenge, you know how gnarly and nihilistic that movie is. And I've heard that she pulls no punches with this one. I heard that it's an incredible throwback to body horror films. Like it just is so gruesome at times. It's got a good cast: Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid, that's interesting.
Yeah, what?
So interesting.
Religious?
No, I don't think so. But it has a lot to do with like aging and you know, beauty standards in the celebrity world. So I saw like a little teaser and it looked crazy, and I heard the movie is just awesome. So comes out in a couple weeks. It's going to be a gruesome, violent time. So if you're into that type of stuff, put this one on your
I'm
watch
not.
list.
I am not. But
hey,
again,
we're near Spooktober. Come on, these are the types of movies that you're gonna have to start watching these next couple of weeks.
Just because Dennis Quaid's in it, I feel like, you know, he's probably
hey, come on, we're not doing Reagan, so
what's
or
the
The Parent
Ronald
Trap.
Reagan in a movie?
yeah, it's in theaters right now. It's been in theaters for the last couple of weeks.
He's usually in those like direct to DVD like Christian films, so this will be maybe a change of pace for him.
Yeah. So
Maybe,
this one,
maybe not.
I know Nate knows about this one, so this one I think you guys should put on your watch list. Next film, nearing the end here, Queer. He's back.
Strange reaction. Daniel Craig. So we got Daniel Craig, Jason Schwartzman.
Luca Guadagnino is back with another movie. He just did Challengers. He's obviously done Suspiria and a bunch of other films that we've all seen. But Queer, apparently this one is kind of depressing on the surreal side as well. A little David Lynchian at times. But I guess Daniel Craig gives a fantastic performance. He is in the running for Best Actor. So that's kind of why I put it in the list. Let's see where he is at. He's at number 5. So Daniel Craig.
Damn, we should look at that list at a later date when we've seen some of these movies for sure and see if we agree.
Yeah, we'll check in with Oscar predictions probably towards the end of like October, November-ish or so.
I got a lot of movies to catch up on, and you just
exactly. We all got
a lot more to watch.
It helps us see them. These are just early reactions from a lot of the top critics and people that attend these festivals, and these are from a lot of opinions and people that I follow, that I trust, that I kind of align with at times. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes, most of the times, I do. So I'm going off a lot of their reactions as well. So Joker, awesome. I'm hearing it's kind of a disappointment.
I just saw a trailer for it when I went and
Okay.
saw Beetlejuice, and if what I've heard about it is true, I'm kind of skeptical. Like kind of musical, kind of thriller.
Does it
type
look
of
like
jukebox
it's
musical?
like style over substance? Because that's what the trailer gives
Maybe.
me. You know, it's like it looks
Yeah.
very like cinematic and blah. And, ooh, look at the movie we're making, but like maybe not a lot of story there. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, these are some low reviews.
Well,
I
it's
guess
at a 3-1.
the jukebox musical element never got me excited when that was announced. And Lady Gaga obviously playing Harley Quinn, and given her career and who she is, obviously she's gonna bring her musical chops to it.
Oh, she's gonna do great, I think, as a
for
Harley
sure.
Quinn. Like,
And I guess what I've heard about the movie though is like it just doesn't offer anything new to say, or it just kind of just I don't know. His familiar
the first
beats
movie with Lady Gaga.
yeah. So we'll see what happens. I guess it doesn't justify its existence, so that's a little interesting. I already have my ticket. I'm seeing it in like 2 weeks. To be honest, I'm seeing it early, so we'll see what happens. But
I mean that's a day one for me. But my anticipation for the film has gone down significantly. Just I don't know. I love the casting of Lady Gaga is so interesting to me, and the first movie was great. But if they're not building on the character, then what's the point? You know, it's like I want that he's such an intriguing character that they dove so deeply into psychologically that if they're not gonna do more with that, it feels like a waste of a movie. I don't know.
We'll see.
I just want to see him in Arkham Asylum with everyone else, like all the crazies.
Of course, I think you will, but like I don't know, man. We'll see where it goes.
See what happens. Todd Phillips doesn't make the best sequels. We've all seen the Hangover movies, so yeah.
Wow.
All right, so it was too bad to hear about the reaction to Joker, but like I said, I mean the movie comes out in a couple weeks, so we'll see what happens.
I'm still tentatively optimistic for sure.
Last movie just to mention here is a movie called Conclave. Has to do with popes in the Vatican. It's a conspiracy. A little Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. It's from Edward Berger, and he has done All Quiet on the Western Front, which was incredible. Okay. Got a bunch of Oscar nominations and won a ton of Oscars.
Oh, Your Honor. Love that show.
Some episodes of Your Honor. I hear this movie's great. Ralph Fiennes is in the running, I think, for Best Actor. Yep, number 4. So he I guess it gives a great performance, and he's never been nominated for an Oscar. So no, that's not true. He's been nominated for like 2 Oscars. Grand Budapest and Schindler's List.
Was he nominated?
He hasn't won an Oscar.
Was he nominated for Schindler's List?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's him. Right. That's
good
not
for
his
him.
brother.
I don't really have any interest in another Pope movie, but here we are.
Is it Joseph Fiennes in Schindler's List? Did I get
no?
Others? No, he is. Okay,
Fiennes, he's the brutal general who like snipes people.
But
that's right, dude. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus, man.
So those are the big movies coming out of the fall film festivals. There's a ton more that we just I just centered on the ones that are getting the most like Oscar traction. But there's a lot more to be excited about. So yeah,
especially Anora, like Sean Baker, he chooses his movies wisely. Like he doesn't come out with stuff every single year type of thing. I like that this is only his 4th movie.
That's in the running for Best Picture.
For number 1. Yeah, it's in the front running to win.
I've seen the trailer for this several times, and it looks very cool. Like
front runner to be Best Director, and she is right there too for Best Actress. So it's gonna be a big contender.
Scream. Like the fact that she went from Scream to this is like yes.
And so one that I didn't talk about is called The Outrun. Saoirse Ronan. She apparently is going to get her next Oscar nomination. I heard this movie is very good, so one to be aware of. I think it comes out October 4th, so it's coming out very very soon.
Her hair's teal, and oh my god, don't
Lady Bird.
I heard this is the best performance of her career. So
Sony Pictures. Oh my god.
Well, that's gonna be hard to beat. Brooklyn and stuff.
Yeah, and she's a 4-time Oscar nominee already, or 3-time. So
She needs to get one at some point here. Like, come on,
She
what are we
will.
doing?
yeah, she's right
For
there.
sure.
She's right there. If she can pull it off, it's hers. So we'll see what happens. But yes, Saoirse Ronan, nominated for 4 Oscars,
That's amazing.
and she
Very deserving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
One of the most talented actresses of our time that does not get the credit she deserves.
And that's
yeah.
movie news. So yeah, film festivals, always fun. So
Always fun.
We
Let
need to
us
go
know
to
it.
a film festival, boys.
sometime.
Those movie dudes take TIFF or something. Like
That would be
cool.
crazy. We live stream the whole time on TikTok. That'd be
go to a different
I
one each year.
messaged-
Like,
I messaged both of you guys recently. I was like, if you could go to any of these film festivals, and I sent you like the big ones, and I was like, which one would you go to? And you guys both said,
Did I say
South by
Sundance?
Southwest.
I said
Oh.
Telluride, I think.
Okay, you said Telluride. Okay,
Because I think Telluride is held in like this really cool place.
in the mountains. Yeah,
Yeah, in the
Oh.
mountains. It's like not a small village, but like a real cozy town where just everyone's there
Yeah.
seeing new movies and stuff. Like I would be pumped. I don't want to be super packed like at a con or a TIFF or something.
Isn't
Yeah.
South by Southwest out in like Utah or something?
that's in Austin, Texas.
Oh.
Sundance is in Utah.
Okay, I'd probably want to do that one then.
Yeah,
That'd be
TIFF
cool.
is in Toronto, obviously. This is a New York Film Festival, but that seems chaotic as fuck. So,
Where's the Venice Film Festival?
Italy?
Oh,
Yeah,
did not know that.
It's in Venice.
Venice, Italy.
Venice,
Yep.
Maine,
Yeah.
Venice,
No,
Virginia.
Venice-
like,
yeah.
what's-
The only Venice that matters, I guess. If it was not in Venice, Italy, I'd be like, are you kidding me?
All right. Well, let us know what films you guys are looking forward to in the comments below. But the real question is,
Black and white, 1 and 2. It's Nate's choice. What you gonna do? Fight or flight, hot or cool. It's Nate's choice. Tell me what you gonna choose.
I'm gonna go with this Funko Pop instead of this.
Let me in now. Oh,
one. No, God, please no.
please, just once.
Roadhouse.
In the
Toast House.
the long legs is like what, $25-$30 on 4K. Last
Yo, that feels
Good
like
on
fucking
it.
robbery. That's
It is
crazy.
robbery.
Honestly,
It's
Blu-rays
insane.
in general are robbery. Like, it costs the same amount of money to put any movie on a fucking disc. I don't think that they should ever cost a different price.
They
I don't know.
they pull them out of Best Buy, they pull them out of Target, Walmart, all that stuff, and yet
It's
they're
all the
jacking
same
the
shit.
prices up.
Fuck you.
Oh,
What?
I have something to show you guys. So I was in Best Buy, the local Best Buy at the mall where I
Oh,
live. And
no.
I know you guys are familiar with it.
Willingly?
Yeah. I was looking for I was looking at PCs, computer stuff. But
Oh.
I went over to where the Blu-rays used to be. It's just nothing but grills.
In Best Buy? Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, it's
They're
literally-
smart
it's-
grills,
it's just-
John. Duh.
It's
Those
grills.
are smokers. Those are fucking smokers. That is not a
Grill.
smart grill.
Well, yeah, that's the one I zoomed in on. But there's
Okay.
grills and smokers and just a whole bunch of just bullshit.
What has happened,
So,
man?
That is where the Blu-rays and
Movies-
4Ks used to be, and now it's just grills.
I haven't gone to
Maybe
Best Buy in ages because of this. It's like, what's the point anymore? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe there's boxes like out back. Maybe if we were to go into Best Buy and be like, hey, you guys don't have a movie section. Can we like be supervised by one of your managers and just go through your stock? Like,
Or
can we do
unsupervised.
that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I prefer
Or
not being
unsupervised.
supervised. You can trust
Well,
me.
yeah, but then I don't want to get accused of stealing and stuff like that. So that way we
Well,
have permission to be
No, we'll
back
bring zip
there.
ties and duct tape. But Nate, what's
Fair
what's the Nate's choice?
Oh yeah, it's interesting.
So I've been trying to do different things, and I know a couple times ago, or actually I think it was the last one, we
The last
did
one.
Leonardo DiCaprio versus Christian Bale.
Tough choice,
So
as always.
I went with not the opposite because they're equals, but I went for two of the best actresses of our time.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be tough for
Two.
Johnny Boy.
There is a lot. And we mentioned one that I'm kind of pissed that I didn't put in here, but I think these two are up there. They're right up there. So these people didn't exist. Their movies may have came out, but they weren't in them. So take that as you will. We've got Amy Adams versus Emma Stone.
Jeez.
Granted, Amy Adams, I think, is a little bit older, but she's also done some huge leading roles. But Emma Stone has 2 Oscars. So, like, I thought this was a great one because one's got a lot of movies under her belt with no awards. One also has a lot of movies, but some more awards. So, yeah.
Amy
Adams versus Stone. And I also have a list of some movies just for the listeners and the watchers. Emma Stone, La La Land, Birdman, Poor Things, The Favorite, The Help, Kinds of Kindness, Easy A. Amy Adams, The Fighter, Arrival, American Hustle, Nocturnal Animals, The Master, Her, and the Spencer film Hillbilly Elegy. The Ron Howard, Gabriel Basso, Spencer Drake production. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, that makes it tough. Do we eliminate a movie that Spencer worked on and was paid to help create? I don't know. Oh, wow. So this picture no longer exists. Like, is one of these actresses, like, were they never born, or
they were never born?
They work at like a Sonic somewhere.
So imagine Amy Adams was never born and Bryce Dallas Howard was in Arrival.
If anybody screenshotted this image from the podcast, it would be clipped out of context so hard. Like,
Nate, who was Nate choosing and why? we're just here witnessing whatever.
Nate's choice.
To all of my future possible agents, I love both of them. And so I would choose both, but this is a hypothetical.
It's about the movies.
Yeah, it's the movies. Yeah.
This is really, really tough, Nate, because there's a handful of movies from each of them that I really, really love. Emma Stone has La La Land. Obviously Easy A is like a classic. I love Zombieland, that's a really fun movie. Despite Jesse Eisenberg being in it.
That's where I first knew Emma Stone, was watching Zombieland on the bus to like baseball games in high school.
Exactly. I had a crush on her back then. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Poor Things, fucking incredible. I feel like it made me like weirder movies. Like that was like a good introduction to like, oh, maybe I could get into some weird shit. This is something interesting. I mean, they're both in a lot of stuff. Like there's some misses. Birdman's amazing. Like, God, she's in movie 43. She's a really good Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man,
She's in movie 43.
Yeah. This is man, dude. Spencer, is this an easy choice for you? Because it is kind of a tough one here for me.
It's tough because Amy Adams has a couple of movies that I absolutely love. I mean, Her, Arrival,
Hillbilly Elegy,
really good.
Fighter,
Telluride Nights. I forgot about that. But like you said, I mean, it just it may just been a different actress. Maybe it was Jenna Fisher from The Office that had the career of Amy Adams.
I don't think
haven't we in the past said like these movies just don't exist? Like we can't say, just replace them with another redhead actress. Like that's not fair. They don't exist.
In that case, I lose for Emma Stone. If I limit her, I lose Poor Things, which I love. I lose La La Land, which I love. Birdman, which I like, and then the rest, honestly, I'm fine with.
Without.
Sorry for the Help. Sorry for Easy A and Zombieland. Take her or leave it. Amy Adams, though, I mean, you got Arrival and Her. I mean, those are two of my favorite movies of all time. So
Big Eyes.
As much as I love La La Land,
Big Eyes is really good.
Crazy Stupid Love. Big Eyes is great. I really like that movie. I think I'm gonna save Amy Adams. I'm gonna save her.
Oh, jeez, man.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's a gut decision. I love Emma Stone, and I love what she's doing with her career now, especially working with Yorgos with these 2 movies with Poor Things and Kinds of Kindness. It just seems like she's just having so much fun with his style, and she is just a very free actress. She's willing to do whatever she wants. Or both of them are so fucking committed. I mean, like we just talked about with Nightbitch with Amy Adams. So
yeah.
It's tough, and I love what Emma Stone's doing as a producer. She's producing some really unique and great movies and giving a lot of people a chance that they wouldn't normally get. So yeah, it's a tough decision, but with her and Arrival, like I gotta go with it. Sorry.
Yeah. It's really tough. Emma Stone's in some really incredible movies, and she's had some really good performances. However, I do think that Amy Adams has been in films that I personally connected with more, and that, just like Spencer, I have up in like my top 20 to top 10 of all time. Like, quite literally, we've done episodes on her and Arrival, both of which I've given 5 out of 5s. It's like, and I don't just hand out 5 out of 5s. Like, I love both of those movies. So yeah,
Stone, though. God,
I know. I love Emma Stone, but again, that's why this is Nate's choice. And sometimes you gotta, leave one with the Nazis.
Whoa.
So
what?
Isn't that Sophie's choice?
Oh, I see.
Black and white,
The whole point.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Choice B, what you gonna do?
One of them for the Nazis goes to the internment camps and gets gassed.
Easy now. All right. Let's not get demonetized now. We need the penny that we get each month. So
we do. That's how I pay for my electricity.
So you go with Amy Adams as well? You're gonna save her?
I am. I'm keeping Amy Adams. Arrival is one of my favorite movies
Surprise.
of all time. I love that movie. So yeah, I'm keeping it.
All right. Nate.
I did not see that going that way at all when I put this together.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go against you guys.
Oh,
I have to go against you guys. I'm sticking with Emma Stone. I love Amy Adams. Don't get me wrong. All her performances are great. I just think Emma Stone just does not have a ceiling for what she can do. Not saying Amy Adams does either, but I get more affected by Emma Stone's roles because I feel like she can be so emotional, so expressive. She takes really crazy risks. Like, who would have taken the role of Bella in Poor Things and ran with it and ends up with Oscar Gold because of it, with such a bizarre movie? And I just think the sky's the limit. She can just do whatever she wants. And just, you have her name, and same with Amy Adams, you have their name in the credits or whatnot, people are going to go to see it. But I just think Emma Stone, she can do no wrong, even if she is in some bad movies. I just think she has all the potential in the world, and I could possibly see her breaking the Oscars record by the end of her career, like passing Katharine Hepburn, who has 4. She's already got 2, and she's like 33 or something like that. So
I don't know if it's possible for one actor or actress to get 5 Oscars. And we're talking like
Frances
best supporting.
McDormand has 4.
Well,
three
it was shit in a
acting
bucket
ones,
for
one-
Nomadland.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
that impressive
Alright.
during
Okay.
COVID time.
was she a producer on Nomadland? Is
Yeah.
that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So technically, let's go acting wise. She's got 3. Meryl Streep's got 3. Daniel Day-Lewis has 3. But Katharine Hepburn's got 4.
Katharine Hepburn has 4 best actress or best supporting
Jack
actress.
Nicholson has
Yes.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 seems like an impossible number, but who knows?
Daniel Day-Lewis has 3. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's a tough one, but
Yeah.
Amy Adams, Emma Stone, very tough.
Nate,
Well, who
the
like
villain-
like
Nate's
say
the
for
villain.
her? Say Amy. I'm always the villain. I don't know what Lucas is talking about, but do I have to say Jaws sucks?
Hey.
not you, me. I'm Furiosa, not you, me. I'm Furiosa.
You take that back. You take that back. I
What?
mean, just
I didn't say that Jaws sucks. I said, do I have to say that Jaws?
no,
sucks?
okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No.
We're just
I've
gonna
never
have to
seen it,
duke it
and I'm
out
sad
next
about
time we
that.
go see a horror movie at the Knit. Maybe
boy.
Terrifier 3.
Well, y'all, are you ready to talk about one of the only big new releases of the past 2 weeks?
Reagan?
Nope.
Oh, do you not have access? Oh, there we go.
How'd you do that?
Let me in now.
No,
God,
no,
please,
no.
God, no.
Stay out of here.
Sadly, I did not get a chance to see this movie, but you guys are here to talk
Kick him
about
out.
Beetlejuice.
It was his movie for first time watches.
Was it mine?
Son of a gun.
Oh wait,
It
I
was.
picked it, and I didn't get to be on the show because you
Right.
didn't tell me when you were doing
We
the show.
did tell you.
No,
We left it in the chat, and you
did
just
not. You just recorded it.
We
You
record every Thursday.
You said
Yeah.
Saturday. You
This-
said you
yeah,
record on Saturdays.
No.
Either way, it was your movie. You should have been aware. I'm holding you accountable.
I was actively watching it unknowingly as you were recording an episode on it. So you know what, man. You know,
Well, at
maybe
least
we got
you saw it. At least you saw it. I mean,
I watched it and I liked it a lot, but I didn't see this
that's
one.
good.
So.
Well, yeah, we do have an episode out regardless on Beetlejuice because I had never seen it, and Nate had seen it a long time ago, so we gave it a rewatch. Because I had little to no anticipation for the sequel, Beetlejuice. The trailers did absolutely nothing for me, but that's because I had never seen the first movie. I just had to watch the first movie, and then all of a sudden I was like, I am excited to see Beetlejuice, just because I really enjoyed how insane the first one was. And I mean, you can go and listen to our episode on it, but yeah, I mean, what about you, Nate?
I was so happy to rewatch that first one, and for those of you who go watch the episode to hear my real thoughts, but I loved it this time around. This one, I saw no trailers except maybe like a 5-second clip of like Winona Ryder and Jenna Ortega. That doesn't really give anything away. But yeah, I went in knowing really nothing and being unsure of where it could go. Especially having Michael Keaton come back to reprise this legendary role, and adding Jenna Ortega, who's just on top of the world as of late. It's just the perfect time for something like this. Winona Ryder's back, Catherine O'Hara's back, Bob's back, like everyone's back. It's just, it was just, I was so happy to go to the theater and just be like, you know what? I want to see Beetlejuice. I'm not going to see Reagan. I'm not going to see that Blake Lively crap. I'm going to see Beetlejuice.
There you go. Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
You mean the movie that I go out of my way to see, but I couldn't make time to see this fucking probably timeless classic?
As far as your favorite actress of all time, Jenna Ortega. So
I suck, man. I'm
Kaylee
ashamed of
Spaney?
myself.
No, I mean, hey, football season just started. You're all hyped up about it. You're excited.
Week
I mean,
1, baby. Week 2.
You'd almost think that like you're part of like the NFL itself, given how much time you spend on football season and with your podcast. But if you guys are listening and you are interested in fantasy football, he does do a podcast called what's it called? What?
Oh, that's gonna be Those Fantasy Dudes. Add Those Fantasy Dudes on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and on YouTube. You can watch us live every Tuesday night between 7 and 8:30.
All right, and Nate and I are at the theater watching Beetlejuice.
Yeah, which is also really cool.
Tim Burton fix. So who
blast.
knows?
I just saw it yesterday.
If John will end up seeing it, I will say I do think that you should go and see it while it's still in theaters.
Interesting. Okay, I would be happy to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Nate, what did you think of Beetlejuice?
So I had a lot of fun with this movie. It went and did some cool things to kind of revitalize what the original movie was. But it's basically a perfect homage to the first one, where it mentions everything. It's like, oh, if you forgot about this, remember these sandworms? Or do you remember Bob? All these minor things that happened in the first one that just kind of get the front and center with this. Plus, we get an addition of Monica Bellucci, which I didn't know I needed until I got it. And then I was like, I could use more of this. Like, her role in this wasn't really necessary. But you know, it's Monica Bellucci, so if she's gonna be on the screen, I'm on board with it. I'll pay double to go see it.
Do you know why she's on screen?
Do I know why she's on screen?
Yeah.
No.
Because apparently she and Tim Burton are dating in real life, and I think that had something to do with her being in the movie. That's just my speculation. Not
Well, and
to
that's
say that's a bad thing, because I agree. I really wish we got more of her character. Because
Yes.
she was this like bride on revenge, trying to get after Beetlejuice and sucking the souls out of anybody in the way, and just constantly trying to find him. So but like that, honestly, like it was a one note subplot. Like you don't really get much resolution or much like beyond that as her just like looking for Beetlejuice. And that's my biggest issue with this movie. And we mentioned it with the first movie. It's like the first movie, it's all just subplots. I mean, there really isn't a through line plot. It's just a bunch of subplots, bunch of crazy stuff happening. This one, they dialed it up like times 3 with the subplots. And I just got really annoyed with a couple of them, especially Justin Theroux's character as the boyfriend of Lydia, and just his comedy was horrible.
Awful.
It just everything just missed, and this character was just honestly just creepy, and I just wish that he wasn't in the movie. I like the Jenna Ortega and like the kid in the treehouse storyline. I kind of wish we focused on that as like kind of the main plot, but like that plot was over within the first hour. Then we're just doing other stuff. Yeah.
No, I'm on the same page as you, because I felt like in this as well as in the original, there's no real villain. Like Beetlejuice kind of is, but he's also like an anti-hero. So like people are there to see him. But as far as a plot, there really isn't one. It focuses on like Winona Ryder, but then you just get little snippets of Jenna Ortega and her friend and Catherine O'Hara and her silly, wacky ways. And there just wasn't a conclusive through line. It was just basically, this house in this town, all the shenanigans that happen around it.
And Willem Dafoe as this dead actor who is a cop in the afterlife, or like he's a cop in the afterlife who thinks he's an actor because he was an actor who died on set because of an on-set accident. Or something. I don't know.
That's why they say, no, you're not a cop, you're an actor.
Because he was an actor that was famous for playing a cop. Yeah. And so now in the afterlife, he's a cop is like thinks he's an actor or something. And like he was having a ton of fun, and like it was fun to see him, but like his whole storyline and his whole plot, like it was just like, why are we doing this right now? Like this is so weird and silly, but that is what Beetlejuice is. It's weird and silly. It's crazy. I love seeing the practical effects on the big screen. I mean, anytime they would do something with the special effects and the practical stuff, it was awesome. So that was great. Michael Keaton, he still has it. I mean, he's still fantastic. And I saw this in a sold out showing. Nobody made a sound. No one laughed. Nobody laughed. I think I chuckled once, but I thought this movie could have been funnier, but it really was not. The first one, I was laughing every now and then. Like there's a couple things that I was like, oh, like that's hilarious. Like that's so silly. But like this one was just like, I don't know, just a little fucked up and weird at times instead of comedy. But
and I feel like with the 80s one, it was just very quippy and very funny, where I feel like this one's kind of following a more mainstream type of
legacy.
You gotta have the main character come back and have a kid that is in danger. And I felt like they really tried.
Yeah.
But it's a different time now in the 2020s where you really need to be funny to like get people to laugh. I chuckled a couple of times. Like there's but it was mostly at almost like the rehashed gags, like from the original that they do in this one, where it's like, oh, ha, 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 that's what they're referencing. But I still had a lot of fun with it, and you could see the practicalness of it, where like when Monica Bellucci's character gets kind of resurrected, all of her pieces coming back to life, and she's like stapling them together. I was like, okay, I'm on board with this character.
Yeah, and the character's like shrinking as their souls are getting sucked out of their bodies. Yeah.
And there was one character in this movie that we did not get. Do you know who that character was?
Yeah, I mentioned the alien, the guy that was officiating the wedding in the first movie. I was obsessed with him.
I was hoping she was going to turn.
I wanted to see a whole movie on him. Yeah,
I was hoping she would like suck the soul out of the priest in this wedding, and have him turn, or have Beetlejuice be like, "Oh, hey, no, this isn't the guy for the job. I got the guy."
There was an opportunity. There was an opportunity to bring him into the movie.
I was waiting. I'm like,
me too. 100%. I sat up in my seat and got so excited, but nope, didn't happen.
The unsung hero of the first movie.
Like, I want him to be my best friend. And like I wish we had more Jenna Ortega. Like I wanted more of her character and her storyline, but she just kind of gets lost in the mix of these like abundance of subplots. But regardless, though, I still had fun. I still think you should see this movie in theaters, just because I mean they put their heart and soul into the movie. You can see it on screen. The actors do seem like they're having fun returning as these characters, and there are some fun new additions. I'm being maybe just a little hard on it because I had some like new hype all of a sudden because I love the first movie, but this one I was slightly disappointed by. But I went 3 out of 5. I got it to fresh, but yeah, I walked out kind of being like, I wish I liked that a lot more. And the ending too was a huge pass for me. But yeah, anyways, we won't spoil it. Go and see it. But yeah,
did you pick up on what they were getting at, like what the reference was at the end?
Yes.
Okay, because I heard the music that started playing, like the flute music, and I knew exactly what it was. I was like, I know this. I know where they're going. I went a little bit higher than you. I really enjoyed myself. I like that Bob got more of something to do in this one instead of just sitting in a waiting room with a shrunken head.
Fucking Bob.
He was like the manager of his own little thing. But I wanted more afterlife stuff. Like there was some in this. Like they introduced different parts of it, but just I wanted more. I wanted a lot more. But what I got, I was very happy with, as well as the practical effects. And the way this movie intros is the original Beetlejuice, the theme song, the tracking through the town, the switch to the miniatures. It felt so good hearing that music. That dun, 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 dun. I was like,
opening credits too. Yeah, you don't see opening credits too often. Yeah.
And it was perfect. So I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
It's not necessarily the best sequel or anything along those lines, but I enjoyed the references, the updates, some new characters, but mainly just the overall feel of Beetlejuice and just having Michael Keaton back. It's nice. I'm glad they didn't go the route of like, let's get somebody else to try this.
Oh, fuck that.
You need him to do it.
Was your showtime? Well, you see movies kind of like in the middle of the day on like a Tuesday. So
yeah,
was it busy for you?
No, there might have been like 10, 11 people.
Okay. No, that's not bad. I mean, but this movie made so much money in the box office over the weekend. Like it is the second highest grossing opening weekend movie of the year so far. So I think Inside Out 2 was number 1, and this one is right below it. 140 million. Like that's crazy. Like who would have thought? So we'll see what happens if there's Beetlejuice. I'm not gonna say
Showtime.
I don't want to show up. So yeah, that's Beetlejuice. It's in theaters right now. It's going to be in theaters probably all the way through Spooktober. I'm sure it'll be there for a while, so John can finally go and see it. And
I should have gotten married in Vegas.
I'm sure I think you'll like it a lot. I think you'll have fun with it, and you'll love Jenna Ortega in the movie.
It sounded like she didn't have a huge,
I just wanted more of her. But that's all. Yep.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad thing, That's not a bad
No.
thing. That means she's great for what she is in the movie.
She
But I
could
mean,
she could lead the third movie like on her own. I
Yep.
mean, and
Yeah.
have
As like an adult Ingrid
Lydia
that
and
like
more supporting. Yeah.
I mean, I will say, I know that Beetlejuice is like Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
In the like
No.
he's like the central
He's
like
not
obvious
Batman, yeah.
figure of the first movie. But my favorite part was Winona Ryder. I thought she was incredible. Like I just loved her character in that first
Her
movie.
character, yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, all I could see was Winona Ryder. I couldn't even see Lydia Deetz that much. I could only see her like
The
as,
first one
like
is like one of
Stranger
her
Things
first
mom.
movies,
So
yeah, she's aged.
I bought
and
her
now
more. Yeah,
she has this thing about her where I agree with you, where it's
very
like, okay,
expressive with her face.
yeah,
But
it's her
absolutely.
eyes. She's
Yeah,
got
right.
like big eyes, and it works.
Yeah, love it.
So
Well,
that-
yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out at some point here for sure. I absolutely will.
So let's do some quickies. Beetlejuice, that's the featured review. We do have some smaller movies, not very smaller, but just other movies that have also come out in the last couple of weeks that we have seen. So I'll give some quick thoughts and reviews of that. We have Rebel Ridge, Strange Darling, Blink Twice, and I don't think there's anything else. I think we'll
I
call it
did
there.
see
Well, I
one
thought anything
more,
else
but
was a movie.
Ooh.
I did see.
Um,
Well, no, I saw a movie you guys are going to talk about on first time watches, so we'll keep it out of this show.
But John, how about you tell us about Blink Twice?
Ooh, Blink Twice. Zoe Kravitz directorial debut, which is essentially the concept came about soon after the Jeffrey Epstein Island debacle. I think everybody in the world probably knows what that is, sadly. But this is kind of a quote unquote inspired by that whole thing, where Channing Tatum is this like international mogul, a lot of money, and he lures people onto an island into a false sense of security, and conflict and craziness ensues. It was definitely quite an elaborate plot. I thought it was a little bit slow going at first, but once it picks up the pace and kind of starts to reveal some things, this movie was pretty insane. You don't always expect Channing Tatum in like, I don't know, he's in like a lot of comedies,
You
and
can do it.
hard for me to
He
not
can
see
act.
Channing Tatum sometimes, but yeah, I kind of liked him in this movie, and the other actors that I'm, not as familiar with were also really good. Like the lead who's on the poster, if you're on YouTube, she was spectacular in this movie.
Naomi Aki.
Yeah, I
her
mean,
name?
she really kills it. Like she wears the emotion on her face throughout the movie because there's some
Oh,
crazy shit.
Adria Arjona's in it. Okay, she was in Hitman with Glenn Powell on Netflix a couple of months ago.
Oh.
She was the co-lead.
Yeah. Yes, she has a smaller role in the movie, but yeah, she's also great. Yeah, it's a crazy bloody ride. Some crazy stuff goes on the island. There's some really amazing editing in this movie. Because there's some shocking imagery, but they give it to you kind of sparingly, through like very smart editing techniques. But yeah, it was pretty good, very tension filled. Thought they went a strange place with the ending personally. Didn't really make any sense. I thought it maybe should have ended sooner and left things a little bit more open ended, but other than that, I thought it was pretty good thriller. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
It comes on VOD next week, so I'm sure I'll be checking it out very soon. I do want to see it. I heard that Zoe Kravitz directed the hell out of the movie, so
It's very good. It's very
Yeah.
good. I love seeing movies from new directors, especially thrillers. So yeah, it does.
and she's one of us. She's a cinephile. I mean, go watch the Criterion Closet video she did with Channing Tatum. I mean, she is a full-blown cinephile. Like, it's
respect.
insane. So
Respect.
hell yeah. So it's
Awesome.
great to see them make movies as well. So yeah, okay, I will definitely add it to the watch list. So Blink Twice. Next movie is a movie that John, you have not seen, but Nate and I have actually seen this. Strange Darling.
Oh, you guys both saw it? I really wanted to see it. I just could not make the time. Yeah,
Strange
please.
Darling.
I was wanting to see a movie that day, and I was like, I don't want to go see. I forgot what was.
It was
playing.
Blink Twice. I think Blink Twice was playing, and Deadpool and Wolverine, Twisters. It was like that kind of that lineup.
Yeah. And I just happened to check out the Orno movie theater to see what was playing. And I'm like, what the heck is Strange Darling?
Yeah.
It's the only one on the list that I didn't know. And so I don't even think I looked at Letterboxd. I think I just looked at the poster and was like, okay,
Yes.
let's go see it. And that's the way to go in with this movie, especially this type of
100%.
movie. Just know nothing about it, because the less you know, the better. Because I'm not saying it's twisty, but it has some turns where you're not sure who to root for. And it's told in 6 chapters, but those chapters are not in line. It like will start at 3 and then go to 5 and then go all the way to 1. It's
and
told
you
in a
piece
really
together the
unique
story.
way.
Yeah.
And great performances. Kyle Gallner, he's always great. He was great in Smile. He was really good in, was it the Messenger?
The
Passenger, that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then the girl in
Yeah.
this
was
fantastic. Like, she went from sweet
Willa
and
Fitzgerald.
innocent. Yeah, she went from sweet and innocent to just ruthless. And yeah, this movie was just, you need to go in, don't look at anything, don't, just go watch it, because it goes in directions that you wouldn't expect.
This movie just came out of nowhere all of a sudden. Like you said, like you just checked your local theater and it was playing. Like same for everyone else, like discovering this movie. Like it just kind of popped up in theaters, and word of mouth has just slowly snowballed, and people are like, go and see this movie. It is so unique and very, very cool. And it's shot on 35mm film. Giovanni Ribisi's. It opens up on the title screen. It says shot on 35mm. Like that's how it opens, with like a title card.
I thought it said shot on 70mm.
Pretty sure it's 35. You can fact check me if you want, but it's Giovanni Ribisi's cinematographer debut. He's an actor. I mean, you've seen him.
Wait, yeah, I know that name. Wait,
100%. Yeah, he's the villain in Ted. I mean, like he is.
Yes. What the fuck? Seriously?
Yeah, he's just like that Italian.
He's the
looking
DP.
guy.
That's crazy.
He's DP'd some music videos in the past, but this is his like feature debut as a cinematographer. There's a lot of rich colors. It's grainy. There's split diopter shots. They're very, very well shot, very cool movie, and the performances are incredibly committed. Willa Fitzgerald in particular, and Kyle Gallner's great as always. And it's kind of like a deconstruction version of a serial killer movie, and it fucks with that genre pretty hard, and it goes to some new levels which you haven't really seen before. So I love this movie. It's one of my favorites of the year. So highly recommend checking this one out, and don't watch the trailer. I watched the trailer after seeing the movie. I'm like, thank God I did not watch the trailer. I think we even said a little too much about it already, with it being out of order and some other things. So just take our word, rent it when it comes out on VOD, or if it's still playing near you, go and see it, seek it out. It's worth seeing. Strange Darling. This movie is awesome.
How many times is someone gonna lock their car, man? Jesus Christ.
I do not know.
Am I going insane?
They do it every single night, and they did it at least 8 or 9 times.
You sure it's locked? I mean,
you should go break into their car and remove the mechanism that allows it to do that, and then go in their house and fucking kill them.
No, all I'm gonna do is
come on.
We're just talking about a serial killer movie. Sorry.
I'm just gonna put a gas-soaked rag in their gas tank and leave a box of matches underneath and just wait for a hot day.
All right.
Just put a banana.
This goes out on YouTube, guys. Careful.
But
just don't lock your car 8 times, and we won't have to do anything
go see it.
questionable.
Kyle Gallner, terrifying.
What did you give it?
I think I gave it a 4.
4. Okay.
Because of how unique it was, and you were right, it was 35mm, and I think that was in its favor because it just looked, it had a grittiness to it. It still looked good, but yeah.
I mean, dude, the scene of them in the truck, like with the blue lights from the hotel. I mean, that conversation alone and that scene,
very deceiving.
Yeah. And, great. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, one of my favorites of the year. So go and check it out. And the last movie that we should mention real quick is a movie that John and I have seen. Nate, you haven't seen it, but I have recommended it. It's called Rebel Ridge.
I don't know what this is.
It's Jeremy Saulnier's third movie or fourth movie. He's done Blue Ruin, Green Room, some other things. But he is a great director when it comes to building tension and kind of telling some very like intense stories with some very intense people. And this movie, I had heard about this movie, but all of a sudden it just got announced like coming to Netflix beginning of September. I was like, oh shit, okay, like yeah, this is the Jeremy Saulnier movie. Didn't see a trailer, just went into this movie just knowing that he directed it, and I was like, all right, I'm down. And I was blown away by this movie. I've seen it twice. I watched it with Brooke last night because I was like, you should watch this movie. This movie's awesome. And so I've seen it twice now, and it worked even better on the second time watch. It's just so... He is such a badass in this movie. Like, he is just smarter than anybody in the room. He knows it, and he doesn't let you know it right away. And it's crazy. Don Johnson's great as this like corrupt police captain. And yeah, I mean, I really, really dug this movie. There's a couple of fight sequences towards the end, not really fight sequences, but like shootouts and like some confrontations, I should say, that were just next level in the way they were shot and filmed. So definitely recommend it. It's a star-making performance from Aaron Pierre. He is phenomenal. He's built like a Greek god, and you're probably going to see him get cast in so many other movies because of this. This one is just very, very cool. So
yeah, man, no praise for Anna Sophia Robb.
This is probably the best performance from her that I've seen. My only issue is like it is 2 hours and 10 minutes, and like they really do like get into the corruption, like what's really going on. Like they really tell you like or give you a motive for what's happening here. So like and there's a lot of like not really political talk, but like courtroom, like police talk. That's like, okay, wait, what does that mean? Like you kind of have to you have to pay attention to some of the lingo. And they do a lot of investigation in the middle of the movie where it kind of slows down a bit, but it's still like fascinating to me. Like I still, even on a second watch, was still like riveted by it. But her accent was a little silly. That's maybe my one complaint. But yeah,
that's where I'm getting at. Is like I was kind of joking, but like my biggest complaint. I love Anna Sophia Robb. Don't get me wrong. Bridge to Terabithia, one of my favorite movies of all time. Accent. Yeah, she was very miscast for me. But other than that, I do feel like it was a little bit slow, and it 2 hours and 11 minutes is kind of long for a movie that should be sort of like a crime thriller. Like, I think it would wrap up a little sooner. Regardless, I agree with everything you said. I mean, this movie is tension from the opening scene. I was like, oh my god, this feels like I just pulled up some like body cam footage on a Facebook video or something, and like things are gonna go wrong, and he just. Aaron Pierre, the way that he carries himself throughout the movie is like, it feels like he just knows something that they don't, like, but they unravel it throughout. Like, you don't realize it at first. It's like, man, these are like the most racist cops you've ever seen, but this guy's got the upper hand somehow, some way, whether you know it or not. It's like, it was just very well thought out, and it did remind me of the really strong filmmaking from Jeremy Saulnier. I mean, he's just I don't remember much of Blue Ruin, and Green Room deserves another watch. But I mean, just tension everywhere. He's very, very good at creating that. So, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of really strong scenes, like the scene when he walks into the police station, like the next day after this, and that opening scene in the movie is
his
like
monologue to the chief, spelling out the acronym of like
yeah, when they don't realize what he is.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away anything else, but
great stuff.
Yeah, highly recommend. Really strong performances, and just if you like a good thriller, this is one to check out. So
I'm pretty high on it, mainly because I watched it twice. I gave it 4.5 out of 5. Gave it a 4 on the first watch. It bumped it up on the second watch. Just really enjoyed it. And that third act alone, I mean,
third act's crazy, man.
Jesus Christ, yeah, great. So if you have Netflix, watch this movie. It's worth it. it made me happy to finally see Netflix produce a quality movie. Like
It's few and far between. It really
oh my
is.
god,
Like,
it's
so
been
rarely does it happen.
it's been brutal this last year with the Netflix originals to the point where like every new one comes out each week, I for some reason still watch it, even if it's on my phone. I'll still watch it, and I'm like,
I don't do that
why
anymore.
do I
can't.
have Netflix? Like why do I pay for this?
$25 a month for 4K Netflix.
This movie alone is worth paying for 3 months for Netflix. So yeah, there you go. Rebel Ridge.
Yeah. Don
Worth it.
Johnson, really, really good at being
Fantastic.
a horrible racist. Because he was one of the slave owners in Django Unchained as well.
He's also Dakota Johnson's father. Yes.
Yep.
Damn. Well, maybe that's where she gets it from. No.
Whoa.
I'm really-
okay. All right.
As being
You
a
don't know that.
talented and a
Don't
talented
say anything like
actor.
that.
I've got the magic in me.
The
I
way you hit that track, come on, that's the best part.
Let
Benji.
me in now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. All right.
Yeah,
There's a
solid
way
films. You know,
we
we're
go.
still kind of in that dead zone of the year, but obviously, if you listen to our news segment, there's a lot of good stuff coming up that we're looking forward to. But what's happening now is none other than a segment that we haven't brought back in quite a while.
It's time for the answers to know this fact. For the questions I'm about to ask, like,
What is the capital movie? It's mainstream
Dream
Movie trivia!
I'm furious on me. I am not
Furious
you.
on, not
me.
you, me.
I hear an
How'd you get
echo.
an echo like that? That's so weird. I don't understand.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
everybody, it's been a hot minute since we did a little mainstream boy trivia. We took a few side quests, did some fun trivia that Spencer created that I really had a good time with. That might become its own
Mhm.
show at some point. But today we're going back to the roots of the TMD revival, and we are doing some 90s trivia today. I got 9 questions, first to 5. Everything is about a 90s film. We're all over the place with genres. We got comedies, we got thrillers, we got action movies, we got kids films. We got a lot of stuff in here. So all kinds of questions, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, let's see this. Let's get your names in the chat, everybody. Let's see what you're gonna go with. I'm sure it's Ducky and Debbie. Maybe. Ducky,
For
we got-
some reason, I am not able to type anything in the comments.
In the comments or the type, you gotta go to private chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it looked exactly the same.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, we're good.
comments is for if
False
we did a
alarm.
live show. That's where the comments would come in. Okay. Yeah, so when you guys are ready, cool. We got Ducky and Deb. We're gonna be doing mainstream boy 90s trivia. How are you guys on your 90s movies?
We'll see. I mean,
I suck.
Yeah.
I know the
You know,
big
we're-
ones.
We're all born in the 90s, so I figure, pretty even playing field here.
I've seen a
but,
good amount of 90s movies, but the question is, will I retain the knowledge? Who knows?
I don't know. We're certainly about to find out though. But here we go with your first question. Be hot on the buzzer. Here we go. Question 1. What team? Oh,
Sorry.
Deb, that's all you get. What team? No, I'm just
That
kidding.
would be the San
What?
Diego Chargers.
Imagine you got it. That'd be crazy. What team did Rudy play for in the 1993 inspirational college football movie Rudy? It's a college football team. Oh, they didn't come in. Okay, now they're here. Looks like I got Deb first.
Notre Dame.
That's it.
That is correct. It is the Notre
I
Dame
almost said
Fighting
Rutgers.
Irish with Sean Astin in the movie.
You haven't even seen the fucking movie.
No, I almost said Rutgers, but then I went, wait a minute. He plays
do you
for like
know
a
that?
huge school. And then,
insane,
yeah,
dude.
Notre Dame, because my dad liked
Notre Dame, funny enough, they just played a team that I've never heard of. They paid this, like in college football, it's so stupid where like these big schools will pay small schools so they can just ruin them,
Destroy them. Yeah.
essentially. And Notre Dame lost. They were like the number 5th seed. They lost like 18-16 to the school you never heard of. But anyway, yeah, Notre Dame. That is correct. Nate is up 1-0 going into question number 2. First to 5. Here we go. 1997 gifted us a horror classic with one of John's favorite first celebrity crushes. Name the 4 leads in Jim Gillespie's slasher film, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Deb, name the 4 leads in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I shouldn't have answered because I only know 3, but it's Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and you lost me. Go ahead, Spencer.
Damn. Okay.
I forgot the other.
I almost said
names.
3, but I figured you guys for sure knew all. I don't know. I just figured you knew all 4. But
there's one that I don't. The other one I'll know once I hear it.
I'll take 3. I'll take the 3 for a point.
So what do I get if I name the other 2?
A pat on the back? No, if you can name me the 3rd one, I'll give you the point.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Damn.
But I don't
know. I don't know what else to do.
Ryan Phillippe, isn't he in it as well?
The other one is I was going by the people on the poster is Anne Heche. Anne Heche is the 4th one.
Anne Heche is
but she's not a star, so that's
well, she's on the poster.
Let's all go inside.
Actor.
Thank you for that. I forgot about that, and I'm glad that happened. So it's 1-1 going into question number 3. First to 5. Here we go. In the 1991 action heist movie Point Break, what beach does Patrick Swayze's character Bodie get arrested on? I have multiple choice if you guys don't know off the top of your head. Nate?
Laguna Beach. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll take multiple choice.
Okay. Multiple choice. We have Huntington Beach, Bells Beach, Santa Monica Beach, and Bennington Beach.
A.
Spencer going with A. Huntington Beach.
I don't know my beaches.
I don't either, man. I got this question from someone at work. I'm like, I'm doing 90s trivia. What do you think? He's like, go with this one.
Okay.
So you can thank Mike. He's in his 50s.
Tough guy.
Yeah.
Good for you, Mike.
He's a prop master at Chewy.
So I'm going to answer with D. I'm assuming it's going to me next.
Yep.
So I'm going to say D.
I'm going to go with C.
B.
Hey, there you go. Fuck yeah, dude. How do you know that? God damn.
That's crazy. Dude.
Process of elimination
is a wild thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it is Bells Beach. I don't know. I was like, that might be too hard. I don't think they're gonna know that, and that you guys didn't. So,
no, Nate got it.
Good job, Nate. You earned that one.
Yeah.
Nate's
just
up
gonna say
2-1.
to stop this, my headphone is about to die, so I might have to go to a different form of audio.
We'll try to. We're getting there. We're 2-1.
Well, it's gonna go in like a minute or two. So,
all right. Well, we can cut out a pause if we really have to. Spencer can figure that out, right, Spencer?
Sure.
Okay. Question number 4. Here we go. In the 1995 animated classic Toy Story, Tim Allen and Tom Hanks famously play the title characters of Woody and Buzz. Name one other actor and the character that they play from the main cast.
Wait, sorry. What?
So my question is, I would like you to name one other actor and the character they play from Toy Story in 1995. Ducky.
Jesse. Joan Cusack.
Jesse is not in the first movie.
Oh, the first movie. I thought you meant just the franchise.
No,
okay.
The 1995 Toy Story. Sorry, Spencer. Debbie.
Okay.
Debbie.
I'm going to say Rex, and it was Wallace Shawn.
Very good. Wow, that is
Yeah.
absolutely correct. You could have
It
said
was a
Don
random
Rickles.
one. I just
as
Don
Mr.
Rickles
only
was
voice I
Mr.
could
Potato Head.
recognize.
Yeah.
Yep. Jim Varney as Slinky. We have Eric Von Detten as Sid. I don't know who that is. And Annie Potts as Bo Peep. Yeah. All right. Nate up 3-0. 3-0 going into question number 5.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready? Here we go. In the 1996 film Happy Gilmore, what restaurant chain did Happy do a commercial? Ducky?
Subway. I was
That's
always so jealous of that, like free sandwiches for life card that he got from doing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And like he just always had free Subway. Oh my god, I was obsessed with Subway when I was a kid. So that was.
I used to go so much, but God, Subway
I know.
has
I don't know
gone
why.
off a fucking cliff.
Just like
since
after
then.
sailing camp, always trying to get like a Subway, like convincing someone to give me a ride to Subway. Yeah,
Honestly, man, they're
I haven't been in fucking like 5 years, or maybe I think I went with Nate one time in like Portland when he came, but like I haven't been in so long.
You should see the shit that they're trying to sell to get people in the door these days. It's actually crazy. They do like fucking foot-long cookies and pretzel sticks. It's like I don't know what Subway is anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I believe it's 3-2 Nate right now?
3-1.
Yes, 3-2.
Oh,
3-2.
2.
Yeah,
Two?
you just got
Oh.
one. Yep.
Yeah, because you got the first question right,
Yes.
or you got the Freddie Prinze point.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got a point. Oh, I didn't know I got a point for that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so 3-2 going into question number 6, first to 5. Here we go. The lovable series known as Beethoven was created in 1992 by none other than John Hughes. But how many films are there total in the franchise? Multiple choice is an option, but I will allow you to buzz in first if you want.
Yeah, Ducky. I threw it in there.
Oh, okay. Got it.
There is 7.
Oh, we lost Nate. That's okay. You want to go ahead and swap it out. I wonder if he could do
Wait, is this mic from his headphones? Because his
no.
mic should still work. We should still hear him though. That's what's so interesting.
I muted it because you guys, it's gonna hear you guys because it's coming through the computer now, so I have to mute it.
No, it's fine because that's an old method of recording. It's just coming in through StreamYards, so you're good.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It won't be like an echo.
it's usually connected to my earbud. The other one just doesn't work, and so now I'll just be hearing the questions through the computer,
I think it's
through the
okay.
desktop
That's fine
speakers.
because we hear you and you sound fine, and that's how everyone else is gonna hear you. So like you sound fine as long as you can hear us. Like that's.
I'm just worried that they're gonna hear
Us
you
through
guys
you.
talking like overlaid.
No, because
I
how
know.
you sound right now is how they're gonna sound, and we don't hear that echo. So
Oh,
you're good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
It's a built-in thing that Zoom has too, because not everybody
Yeah.
has headphones. It's okay.
We're good
Anyways,
then.
yeah. So Spencer said 7. That was incorrect. Nate.
I'm gonna go with 5.
I'm gonna
That's
go with
incorrect.
6.
I have multiple. Okay.
Okay, give me the multiple choice.
Go wait.
Do you want the multiple choice? You do?
Wait. I'm sorry. 4.
No,
I don't even
8.
remember the question at
8.
this point.
How many Beethovens are there?
It's 8.
There's 8.
It's 8. Yeah, there's a lot of Beethoven movies. There's Beethoven 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then there's 3 like direct to DVD movies about him like going surfing and shit.
Cool. Good
Yeah.
for him.
Thanks, John Hughes. Yeah.
3-3.
3-3. Here we go, baby. Going into question number 7. Name the 90s movie from the synopsis. After his auto parts tycoon father dies, the overweight, underachieving son teams up with a snide accountant to try and save the family business.
One more time, please.
After his auto parts tycoon father dies, the overweight, underachieving son teams up with a snide accountant to try and save the family business. Ducky?
Tommy Boy.
That is correct.
I've
It's
never
the
seen it.
Chris
Me either.
Farley, David Spade. Or no, yeah, David Spade, right? Yeah.
For some reason, I
David
was thinking
Spade
like
comedy.
The Firm, but I'm like, why would like overweight be a part of it? I was like, oh, Chris Farley.
Because like
I was
Chris
just
Farley's
narrowing
the
it.
entire gag.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I was
Tom
thinking like
Cruise
Tom
being
Cruise. Yeah,
overweight.
like what? Why
Yep.
would they be relevant to a serious movie? Okay, yeah, Chris Farley.
Yeah. Because it's the 90s and that's funny to be fat back then. Yeah, no, Tommy Boy. Great comedy, classic comedy. Fat guy in a little coat. Anyways, that's the whole line. 4-3, Ducky. Going into question number 8. Nate could tie it here and bring it to 9, but here we go. Question number 8. Who stars as a concierge of an elegant, majestic hotel alongside an adorable orangutan in the 1996 film Dunstan Checks In? I do have multiple choice. I don't think anybody buzzed in. Or did Ducky buzz in? No, he didn't. All right. I will give multiple choice, I guess. Here we go. We have Robin Williams, Brendan Fraser, Jason Alexander, or Steve Martin. Debbie?
Brendan Fraser.
Damn. Ducky?
Jason Alexander.
That is correct.
That's it.
And yeah, the winner is, I'm trying to find the drop, but
All it takes is
go.
just a little Shrek.
oh, he's got both of them, baby.
Man, they're getting lazy with those covers.
Yeah, you're telling me. They're just trying to pump them out for $40 a piece.
No, I got this for $10 each.
Oh, it's not bad.
See, now that's reasonable.
That's how much
very
every movie
reasonable.
should cost. $10. Okay, yeah, I'll buy it.
$10.
You make just as much money, if not more.
$10.
You make it affordable. Yeah. What the fuck?
And
Yeah.
yet, Bo is Afraid and Talk to Me at Bull Moose are still $32.
Yeah, it's insane. New release movies are very, very expensive now, and
It's not new
sad.
release though.
Well, it's
Movies
Cut it in
released
half.
the last
Release.
movies released since COVID. Let's say that. I don't know.
Cut it in half. Make it 15. I would have bought them both by now, but no. Of course.
Do you
not.
guys want to do the last question for fun? It has
Yeah.
dogs in it.
Sure.
We have 3 minutes until we have to end the show anyway. So here we go.
I don't want to feel like a total loser.
This will be fun. You guys can work together on this. What are the breeds of the two dogs in the 1993 classic Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey?
A yellow lab is one.
Nope, that's wrong.
Uh,
You're close though. You're
Golden
close.
Retriever.
Yep.
Okay.
The other one is the one that I thought might be tough to remember.
Pitbull?
That's really close. Similar.
Bulldog.
American Bulldog. Yep.
Bulldog, yeah.
Bulldog.
And then there's
Isn't
a
there a cat,
Himalayan.
too?
There's a cat. Himalayan cat.
Himalayan
is the-
cat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I've never seen it, but I've seen like clips
Yeah.
of him
Honestly,
getting
I've probably
hit
seen
by
it
a
as like a
porcupine or
5-year-old,
something.
but I don't remember. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
actors
I
like
remember the
voicing
90s.
their inner like thoughts and like they have conversations with each other. It's pretty.
Their
weird.
mouths don't move. I don't
like
think.
Michael J.
right?
Fox, Sally Field, like they're the voices of like the cat and the dog. It's
Oh,
weird.
that's a movie I'd watch anyway.
I love it.
Like,
I would
Yeah.
watch that
It's
right now.
with real dogs and they're like they're not speaking. So it's just
Yeah.
it was. I always was so like weirded out by that. But yeah, I mean the movie was great and it was sad.
They should make it now with AI
Heartwarming at the end.
dogs moving their. Well, actually, isn't that the movie
There.
that they fucking just did? But it was really bad. That comedy, like that R-rated dog comedy.
oh, Strays.
Strays. Yeah, actually,
Strays.
don't make that movie. Never mind. I changed
That
my
was
mind.
I would
rough.
much rather have just the audio coming without their mouths moving and just have
Yeah.
the camera on them so you know who it is.
Well, what about Cats and Dogs? Like that spy espionage Cats and Dogs movie where they fight against each other. I'm pretty sure their mouths don't move in that. They don't.
Just how about don't have animals talk unless it's the story? Let's just say that.
Yeah. Or just make it animated. I'm sorry, but don't make real animals talk and not move their mouth. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, because Lion King has already ruined that, like with the new Mufasa coming out and stuff like
Dude,
that.
I couldn't want a movie less than that.
Hey, it's
don't-
Barry Jenkins. We have trusted Barry Jenkins. Come on.
didn't the guy who
should
played Mufasa just die?
James
Yes.
Earl Jones. He did pass away. R.I.P.
Did he voice the new one though?
He was in the Lion King remake.
Damn.
So he
Well,
probably did voice it
Probably just the
before.
voice stuff.
R.I.P.
He's
and never
dead.
forget
Yeah, who
everybody.
knows?
At
Yeah.
Those Movie Dudes. Check us out on Instagram. Check out First Time Watches every single week on your preferred audio platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and check us out on YouTube or look up Those Movie Dudes podcast, all one word, and subscribe. Get us to 100 subscribers. Thank you.
Yeah, First Time Watches every Thursday. We have an episode coming out on the waterfront, the Marlon Brando action. You can go back and listen to the first Beetlejuice and Kinds of Kindness coming very soon for First Time Watching. So every Thursday, audio only. Get us to 100 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you.
And I'm Nate. I have kidney stones.
Ha ha!